Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. The moon is moving from Gemini into Cancer. Into Cancer. So, for those of you all who follow the moon phases and know that it affects certain parts of your body, it affects all parts of the body. It affects your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your bronchial tubes, your lungs, and then it's going to move down to your stomach area, your mucus, your breast, your womb, your ovaries. In other words, somebody's learning how to create something new, right? So you may be having this feeling that you want to create something new. So that's a good thing, right? So you want to steer clear of, you want to protect whatever it is you're trying to create, whatever it is you're trying to create. So if you're trying to write a book, you want to make sure you protect those ideas. If you're um, anything you're trying to create, if you're in that stage of these ideas, something you're trying to create, that's your private time. You want to grab your notepad, your pen. You want to go sit in a quiet place. You want to even go take a walk or something where you want to create. You want to be in those spaces where you can think for yourself. Every decision I make, I consider my inner child. Every decision you make, you want to consider your inner child, okay? If you have kids or grandkids, you want to consider them. Every decision you make, you want to consider them as well, right? Whatever it is you're creating, if you're writing a book, that's going to be a part of your legacy, right? So you want to keep something high vibrational. If you're a reader, you want to consider that high vibrational. You want to always with consideration, right, of your inner child. Everyone has an inner child, always with consideration to that. So if you're a light worker and you're enlightening people, you're also considering just enlightening people without, you don't have to toss dirt on anybody to enlighten any group of people, even if they're energies who are sensitive, just so we're crystal clear. Even if they're energies who are sensitive, because people they get nervous when something is brought to light. Oh my God, are they talking about you in a book? Or oh my God, are they talking about this group of people, When you make a decision, because again, you're a mutable sign, right? Make a decision. Very much like you all like to travel. When you're making a decision, you're not just staying at an airport going like, I'm not sure where to go. Make a decision where you're going. Or you're going to stand on a decision. Make a decision, right? But consider your inner child when you're making a decision, right? Get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. I got to pull a number 2. You have the gift of deja vu. That's remembering the future, right? So you can see how that impacts your future. So it's time to start dating again for somebody, right? Don't return their call. Someone is going to try to call you. And so somebody is associated with nightmares. It's a nocturnal spirit, um, right? So Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. So somebody could be traveling somewhere. Something like what's coming to me is the movie Back to the Future. So somebody is not happy without you, right? Solar plexus chakra cleanse. So get out in the sunlight. So you may run into somebody from your past while you're out walking or whatever, who knows. They're still telling lies about you, but you don't care. So it's saying get your solar plexus chakra cleansed. Your knows me no. You have a new attitude, right? You have a new attitude. It's you versus you, right? You versus you. Things are starting to flow to you like water. Starting to flow to you like water. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation, right? Message from your ancestors. You're getting some messages from your ancestors. You have the gift of premonition. That's forewarning. The source lets you know ahead of time. Root chakra cleanse. Yeah, that you pull things up from the root. You're pulling things up from the root. Remember, we had a full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio, right? We're not talking about any Scorpios that you know, just so we're crystal clear. But full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio's polarity sign is Taurus, right? So it could be somebody that you work with or used to work with, that's been maybe trying to get in contact with you to some degree. But get outside and get some fresh air. Solar plexus chakra cleanse here. you're not, somebody's not returning someone's call, or you know may not be returning someone's call. Somebody could have been trying to call you, somebody associated with them could have been trying to call you or whatever. But again, solar plexus chakra cleanse. You're not really cooped up in the house. If it's nice, that's how you're trying to get some, you're trying to get inspired by, when you're in a creative space, anything can inspire you. Literally anything could inspire you. It could be, you know, a butterfly, for real. It could be a bird. Anything could inspire you, but you're not trying to not get out and get some sunlight. Not get out and get some sunlight. 752, try. Learn something new. There's something that you want to do deep down, but you feel you'll never be able to actually do it. Your angels remind you that you don't have to be an expert. Just go for it because you want to. It's time to download that foreign language app. Try that new recipe, or look into steps for starting the vegetable garden that you've always dreamed of. Do something new that you never thought you could do. So 752. So it's time to close out a cycle with two energies. Yeah, 752. So yeah, 7 means you're closing out a cycle with some energy who's just kind of, like I said, stubborn, who may have been trying to disrupt your peace. Solar plexus chakra. So solar plexus deals with the physical realm. This is the physical realm. Yeah, something at the root. So let me just test the mic, okay? Let me test the mic, okay? My mic sounds nice. I need to check. For real, I need to check my microphone. I just make sure, because sometimes it goes in and out. I want to make sure it's not getting low, because it's a you know, wireless. I want to make sure it's not getting low. So I may have to um, use the plug-in one, but I want to make sure everybody can hear me just right. So let me just go back and play back some so I can make sure we don't miss any part of your message. Okay, Sagittarius. All right. Okay, so it looks like we're good. Okay, let's do it. Saggies. Let's get it. All right, so yeah, every decision that you make, you consider your inner child. All right, so if you're dealing with a druid, a kind of a malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares, they like to do things behind people's backs, like do things hidden, who thinks that you're their competition and you are not their competition. It's you versus you, but somebody still thinks that you're their competition, which is something that's made up in someone's mind. So here we have the world card. So this energy, like I said, I feel like they start following somebody all around the world, you know, trying to fulfill something, like fulfill some kind of fantasy. So you already feel fulfilled. Two people are still, they're trying to fulfill some kind of a fantasy here. All right, here was the hangman here. So you've made a lot of sacrifices. You made a lot of sacrifices looking at your cards here. So I see you trying something new. So this is nice. So you made a lot of sacrifices, you know, for you to kind of be where you are, wherever you are. I don't know where you are, but wherever you are, you made a lot of sacrifices. Some of you all who are tuned into the channel have retired. Some of you all have worked in the education system. Some of you all have worked in um, um, media, broadcast. Some of you all have worked in sports. Whatever you have done, whatever your discipline is, you all are the I philosophize sign. Um, maybe religion, maybe teaching, whatever it is that you've done, you know, your life. Source is saying you've made many sacrifices to do. Maybe you all are world travelers. Like we're looking at the world card. Whatever you've done, you've made the sacrifice to do what you've done, right? And so you're trying something new. So it's like whatever you put your mind to, Sagittarius, you all, you know, you do consider, you know, your inner child. And that's why I don't want somebody to be afraid to try something new. They're going to be energies. This blue right here, speaking to your throat chakra, speaking through your throat chakra. And the zodiac sign, the moon, when the moon is in Taurus, when the moon is in Taurus, it does affect your throat chakra, right? So we could be talking about a Taurus. We could be talking about an organization that knows that material wealth is coming to you when you try something new, right? When you try something new. And so somebody could see you as an enemy in doing something behind your back, because people feel like when you try something new, it's going to materialize. Something is going to materialize. And so, you see, you have to see your worth and your value. So get out the house. Get out the house, right? So here we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, get out and get some fresh air, because I'm seeing financial independence for you. I'm seeing financial independence for you. And something is not a competition. It is not a competition. There's not no versus, whatever. Here we have the Tower card. So yeah, hidden in the Tower card is first house and eighth house, right? First house and eighth house, right? You only know, yeah, yeah. So if someone wants to partner with you, in something, you have some kind of a partnership in business and or in love trying to come across your path. And so someone has made a decision that they wanted to partner with you, because somebody sees you as financial independence, but the decision is yours. It's not theirs. Someone else has decided that they want to partner with you. Like, yeah. So you're going back through your memory. You're going back through your memory of maybe if you've had an interaction with energies, right? If you've had, but somebody in this situation here is still telling lies about you. So here's the Tower card. Let me just kind of walk it back for somebody here. Somebody had a first impression of you. So there's three parts to this. There's three energies in this, right? Somebody had a first impression of you. In other words, somebody jumped to some conclusions about you when they first either talked to you or met you or heard something about you from some energies, loved ones, right? Something about your financial independence. Financial independence does not mean a person is rich. Okay, let's just clear that up right then and there. You could be like just barely paying for whatever, right? Who knows? Financial independence does not mean that you could be very, very disciplined when it comes to your money. I mean, very disciplined. I saw a video with a guy, and I'm not going to veer too far off this path, but this is true. There was a guy I just saw on YouTube the other day. That he was being interviewed, and this person was asking him, "How are you able to afford um, on his salary? How was he able to afford him, his wife, and he has 4 kids? I think he lived on a ranch or something. He had a house or something on the ranch, and he was basically breaking it down. He was like, he doesn't do any extra anything, and they live a very comfortable life. But comfortable, but then it was like they cut out all the luxuries, you know, in life, like just this bare minimum. A lot of people cannot live that kind of life, and but on the outside, but he said he lives a very rich life. To them, it's very rich. Rich does not mean that's for everybody. So this is you feel fulfilled. This right here, this world card means you fulfill. This right here, this tower is somebody is now having some kind of an awakening that you've sacrificed a lot for you and someone to be fulfilled where you are right now. So when you say every decision that you make, you consider your inner child, you're trying something new. You're trying something new. And so somebody is now realizing, wow, when this person tries something new, they already feel fulfilled. So they got to come at you with like, but somebody had already started telling lies about you. Somebody had already started jumping to conclusions, already started telling lies. So, and something has already gone through the air. That's already started. It already created nightmares for you. Already created nightmares that could have taken you and somebody else out of here behind closed doors. Blindsided somebody behind your back. 2 and 4 is 6. Being shady. I mean, just impulsive behavior. So, and you have an idea of who's behind it, but you're not focused on what's behind you. You're focusing on what's in front of you. This impulsive behavior operating in the physical realm. This is solar plexus chakra. Seeing somebody as competition, not cool, just on any level is not cool at all. Not operating from a heart space. Source is saying somebody didn't take the time to even get to know you at all. This not cool. Whoever this is, I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody did not even take the time to even get the chance to even know you. Couldn't put the feelings, emotions about something else somebody heard to the side. Couldn't even put. So yeah, get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. So yeah, you have some kind of a partnership in business and or in love. You're divinely protected, by the way. You're somebody's in a very vulnerable space, but you've made way too many sacrifices. So that's why I say somebody either is retired, you're on this next phase or leg of your life. Some new seeds have been planted in your spirit, but somebody has caused you a lot of nightmares after all. That literally, if you had not made the sacrifice, if you did not feel fulfilled with where you are in your journey, you could have met an unfortunate end behind closed doors because of what they did. This root chakra let me know that somebody uprooted themselves. Yeah. So here you have money coming across your path. And somebody knows that money is coming across your path, that you're already financial independent, that you have big money coming across your path. And so again, source is saying, some kind of a partnership is coming across your path. And this energy knows that money is coming across your path. So for them, everything is just a transaction. So I don't know who I'm talking to, and I don't know who I'm talking about. I'm just reading the cards. But somebody knows that money is coming across your path, and for them, it's just a transaction. So you're a prayer warrior. Somebody saying they got your back, they'll protect you and all of this. Like the source had your back the whole time. Source had your back the whole time. Had your back and somebody else's back the whole time in prayer. So here's the Page of Swords here. So you got a message that something is coming to an end for someone that you love who was an open book. People had a lot of ideas, had somebody walking on eggshells. I mean, just all because somebody jumped to conclusions about something. This is somebody that you considered as could have been somebody that you considered as friend, or somebody that your heart was in the right place towards this energy. Yeah, somebody that, like I said, if it was their child, you would have treated them just like they were your child. If it was their child, you would have treated their child the same way you would have treated yours. I feel like somebody has a very nurturing spirit. Whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But something was this particular Empress card here is something in terms of something as deep as the ocean for you, like in terms of compassion. Your compassion um, for um, for people's kids, like how you treat other people, their inner child, right? Adult, like every adult has an inner child. And I'm talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. It doesn't have to be just your sun sign, but I'm just talking about your being the I philosophize sign, your spirit. And I'm talking to high vibrating Sagittarius. This will be crystal clear here. That's why somebody is such an open book. You're an open book. And people, something about your spirit is rare because that's part of someone's legacy. This is part of your legacy. So now somebody wants to just, okay, well, that's rare. Usually people don't talk about this and people don't talk about that, and people just usually, then they need a new group of people to hang around for real. So there's somebody's an Aries. This is an Emperor card here. They like to play chess. You know, this it's not a game for you. Something is not a game for you. When it comes to like family, when it comes to kids, something's not a game for you. Yeah, you don't play games like that. Yeah, doing stuff behind people's backs, going to court, all of it. Nah. So somebody's not happy without you. Like I said, solar plexus chakra cleanse. Yeah. Somebody demonized somebody in court. Two people demonized you in court. Um, you and somebody that you love, or you and a loved one in court. You somebody you have in common. Somebody demonized you and somebody you have in common in court behind you and somebody's back, playing games. I mean, anyway, let me go close this out. Like something was a competition. So yeah, get out, get some fresh air, get near the water. Yeah, so now somebody wants to go into some kind of a partnership. But usually when a partnership is coming your way, whether it's a partnership in business or partnership in love, your past tries to resurface, but something is closed out. Something is closed out. So two energies now want to partner with you, and saying that they now support you, they have your back. But for them, something is just about, it's just a transaction. They're saying they love you, something wasn't personal. It was just a transaction. It was just, yeah, here we have Two of Wands here. Yeah, somebody was very much alone. Yeah, you felt very, very much alone by yourself. Yeah. Somebody may have taken a trip by themselves and felt very sad. Yeah. Yeah, the Two of Wands here. Yeah, so Two of Wands. And that's when something was being done behind your back. So if you journal, you may have gone back through on that particular date. If you journal, that's when something was done behind your back. This is the reason why people cannot find their person. Here's the 10 of Wands here. And I'm not talking about, it could be you or somebody else. Because some people, like I said, it's right here. People pray, like you're a prayer warrior. You are a prayer warrior, right? You sacrificed a lot for you to travel. Somebody has traveled the world. You, and I'm talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart, or if you're real connected to your ninth house, right? Sagittarius rules ninth house. You don't play games when it comes to love, like being in relationships with people. You ain't sacrificing that, doing stuff behind people's backs, demonizing people, them, their kids, all of that silly. You don't do that. I feel like somebody's heart is really, really deep. Like, I feel like when you say you love somebody, you really do really love somebody. It's not just a transaction. Looking at the cards here, and again, I got to reiterate this because when I do readings, people feel like, okay, oh, because let me start out at the beginning. We had a new moon in Gemini, right? So when I say Sagittarius and I say high vibrating Sagittarius, there are low vibrating Sagittarius as well. So we're not talking about just team Sagittarius. I got to be crystal clear when I say this. I'm not just talking about team Sagittarius. There are low vibrating Sagittarius that don't fit into the equation because you could have been burned by a low vibrating Sagittarius. I'm talking about wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. I'm speaking to a high vibrating Sagittarius, wherever it's in your birth chart. It could be in your ninth house, seventh house, sixth, first house, whatever, wherever. in your birth chart. Please pull your birth chart, find out what Sagittarius is in your birth chart. You like to travel, you're a person who loves philosophy, religion, spirituality, Sagittarius, right? The things about Sagittarius, right? Somebody loves deep. When you say you love somebody, your friends, family, kids, you love, right? And so you consider your inner child. You consider that everybody has an inner child, right? Those kind of things. So here we have La Luna, right? So this is the moon. And so yeah, somebody from your past, something from your past, somebody believed. So that's the somebody believed, that's the I believe sign. Somebody believed something from somebody's past. A light. So the sun illuminates the moon. Um, somebody believed something from your past. Here we have Dame of Swords here. I gotta look up to see what this card, because it's a Dame of Swords here. This is a different deck here. Yeah, somebody believes something from your past here. And swords would be air, like believe something from your past. Um, I feel like somebody is an open book, but somebody believes something from your past. Let me see something. I feel like somebody could have believed, somebody was married to something. Um, Chariot. That somebody was like into dark magic or something, like dark moon magic or something like that. Somebody could have believed that you were into some kind of dark magic, or had a feeling that you were into some kind of dark magic, or like believed that you were into some kind of dark magic, but mm-mm-mm. Or that you were on some kind of high horse, or like you thought you were better than. And I was getting ready to say that when I saw this right here. Somebody believed that you were on some kind of a high horse or dark magic, or you were better than, or you like to be a center of attention. Everything negative about you. You were doing something in secret. I mean, just the worst. It's like, what? Anything other than the best of you. Like, just, yeah. Now, other than any that you made sacrifices to travel, anything better, anything negative, something was harped on. So somebody just jumped on that saddle. If it was negative, if it was something about the lower chakras, so somebody jumped on that. Anything that was negative, somebody jumped on that. So anyway, just keep it high vibrational. I see you being successful, and some kind of a new partnership coming across your path, and that's great. That's wonderful. Some kind of a new partnership. So close your doors. Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing financial independence for you. So congratulations to you. That's going to be part of your legacy. You and someone's legacy, financial independence. I see money coming across your path. Here we have the King of Pentacles. Something brought you to a whole new level of spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, and I'm seeing the Nine of Cups here. So yeah, when people they all they see is the worst in people, then I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Yeah, but something about, I feel like, because this person is sitting on this person is like by themselves. So somebody could travel by themselves. Maybe you travel by yourself. Right here we had a 10 of Wands. Maybe you work by yourself. But somebody could be a loner. Somebody could be a loner, right? Um, so I feel like somebody now wants to kind of have your back when you go places. Somebody may say they have your back when you go places, or watch out for you, to protect you in places. But what somebody doesn't see, and I'm talking about you, Sagittarius, here, would be that they played a role in why anybody would have to have your back now. It's like before, you may have traveled by yourself and people didn't even know who you were. They didn't even have a clue. You're able to just be private and just, travel by yourself and just relax. So something was done to stop all of that. So boy, I tell you, that's all I can say. Anywho, let's close this out. Let me see if there's anything else, Source, anything else. So yeah, so here we have forewarning. So Source lets you know ahead of time. Source lets you know ahead of time. So this is a wonderful gift to have. Premonition is a wonderful gift to have. The Source will, like you've heard, God will meet you where you are. So that means if you watch television a lot, let's say, like sometimes you'll hear people say they watch their stories, like their soap operas, their stories. So if you're watching your stories, right, during the day, they come on at a certain time, then God will get the message through your stories, your soap operas. So if you watch readings, God will get your message through your readings. So if however, Source will meet you where you are in life. If you read a lot of books, the message will come through your books. If you go for walks, it'll come out in there. So however it'll come out. So however it'll come out. However it needs to come out. 291, set priorities. Say no to distractions moving forward. So immediate action is required. Your angels called you to prioritize what you want. There are many distractions around you presently, and the challenge is to keep your mind set on your true desires. Eliminate the distractions today by postponing or declining anything that isn't essential. That isn't essential. So 291. 291. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it has been helpful. Hopefully it has been helpful for you. Behold beauty. So when you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. So again, you want to continue on your path of just seeing the best in everyone. This is just a reading, right? This is a reading. I feel like you've been having some good things happen for you because you do see the beauty in everyone. You may have come in contact with some energies who, like I said before, Source may have had to take the rose-colored glasses off somebody's eyes for real. That's what I'm seeing here. Source had to show you the duality. Source had to show you the duality because you were seeing everything as white horse for real. That's what I'm seeing here. Source had to show you the dark side of some energies. That's what I'm seeing here. You saw everything as like, oh, rose-colored glasses everywhere you went. You had to see, right? So Source had to bring it to you. Source had to bring the moon to you, like had to show you secret sides of some energies. Like, so had to bring out their secret side, their dark side. So, because people couldn't believe that you were this you right here, whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't matter. Like somebody was doing everything by themselves. So whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. So, like I said, you had a new partnership coming across your path in business and or in love. But I feel like you are balanced out within. I feel like somebody is an emperor energy. This is you right here. So somebody had to separate you and someone else to fit themselves into your life and fit somebody else into a loved one's life. It's like they were going to force themselves into your life and somebody else forced themselves, but they were connected together. So it's like somebody saying they're going to separate you and your kids and make sure they plant people that they know in you and your kids' life to make sure there's always a connection to stay connected to you and your kids. In other words, they always have some kind of connection to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So every decision that you make, consider you your inner child. All right. That's what I have for you. So you got a lot of good things coming your way. Keep your vibrations high. Partnerships, things are growing for you. Make sure when you're creating, that's the consideration there. That is the consideration there. And that's what you're passing down to your kids and grandkids as well, right? To keep it high vibrational and start making the connection, listening to intuition, right? Listening to that intuition, right? Because somebody carries this gift. You carry a lot of gifts with you. Your body is very telling of what you carry, the gifts with you. Prayer warrior, your prayer warrior. All right, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.